Okay, good morning or good late evening. It's Jace here. Hope you're all well. So this is all about how to install and use Google Analytics. I love Google Analytics, and I think you will too, because it gives us the facts, the real hard data about what people are doing on our website, how they got there, what they like and what they don't like. There's so much actionable information here. You're going to love it because every day you can tweak and improve a little bit. So I made my account and I installed this, and I'm going to show you how to install it on your website. So click on here. Excuse my sniffles. All right, so I'm going to go right over here to the far top right hand corner in this little gear symbol, and I click on that. I go to tracking code. And down here, this will say paste this code onto your site. So I'm going to copy that. And I'm going to go to my WordPress page. In this case, we're using Genesis. I go to theme settings. And I scroll down to what's called the hooks, or head and footer scripts. In some themes, it's called hooks. In ours, it's called head and footer scripts. You want it in the header script. So in this case, you can just paste it in here like I did, and then you save settings. You may have a whole bunch of hooks, and you need to make sure that if you're going into the code that it's in the header code. So it's after WP head and before the end head tag right there. Okay, so you press save, go to Google Analytics, and right here the tracking status will tell you the status of the code. In this case, it says tracking installed, but it could say an error message, or earlier tonight it said retrieving data for like an hour before it finally worked. This is why it's taken so long to get this video up. Okay, so that's how we install analytics on our WordPress site. Okay, so let's go back to as if you just logged in. You're going to pick the site. You can do like multiple sites on one Google Analytics account, but in this case we just have one. We're going to click on that. For 3/4 of people that use Google Analytics, this visitor overview page is really all you need. First of all, we're going to go to today, and you can tell you can see our visitors, our unique visitors, page views, all that stuff. I'm just going to go over the differences of this because they're very, very important. Visits is how many times someone, how many times your site was visited. Okay, that could mean that I go to your site and I refresh over and over and over again. That would be considered separate visits, but I would only be one unique visitor. Okay, so if you're selling to advertisers or you're talking to people about how much traffic you have, what really matters is how many unique visitors you have. And what you also might want to say is that, yes, I only have X number of visitors per day, but boy, they come to they watch a lot of different pages and they stay on my site a long time. That's a measure of your engagement. Okay, we don't want people coming and leaving after 30 seconds or a minute. We want them staying for 10, 20, 15 minutes. It shows us that they actually read different content and we're really engaged with the content. Okay. Again, your bounce rate is a measurement of how many percentage of people who leave within the first 30 seconds. 30 seconds is that barrier. Obviously, new visits, that's all good too. And right over here, it's a good indicator of how many people are returning loyal visitors and how many people are new visitors that they've never reached the site before. Okay, so on a daily basis, this is a great thing to know. Next thing is browsers. This is something we haven't talked about yet, but we want to make sure that the website looks good and looks equally good on all browsers. Now, for the average mom-pop business who's not very media savvy, they're probably still on Internet Explorer, and Internet Explorer is atrociously bad browser. You can pay tens of thousands of dollars on a fabulous site, and Internet Explorer won't render it properly. That's a Internet Explorer problem. That's not our problem. But what you want to do is you want to install all these browsers, Safari, Firefox, Chrome, Internet Explorer, and the various versions of Internet Explorer. There's 6, 7, 8, 9. And view the website on those web browsers to see if they look right. Now, or they look like they're supposed to look. Now, if you can see here that there's no one that's used Internet Explorer, or everyone who comes on Internet Explorer leaves right away, that's probably an indicator that the website is not rendering properly on the web page, and you need to get to a designer, a web developer who can fix that. Okay. So, all right. So the big stuff over here is democratic behavior, technology, social, and mobile. Let's just go to behavior because this is pretty important. Engagement. Basically, this is a measurement of how many pages people read on your site as opposed to visits. So right now we want in time, like let's 3 months from now, we want the opposite, right? We want a lot more page views than we have visits, because that shows that each visitor didn't just read one page, but they read 3, 4, 5 different pages. They watched a video and they stayed on a site for multiple minutes. Visit duration, this is a measurement in seconds. I don't know why Google does this. They're so geeky. This should be seconds and minutes, but this is all seconds. So that's 1,801 seconds plus. 2 people have done that, and they had 55 page views between the 2 of them. Okay, you want to be able to monitor this on a regular basis, usually like once a week. Monitor what's going on. If one piece of content is getting really popular, why is it? Produce more content like that, etc. So frequency and recency, measurement of how many visits you've had, recurring visits you've had. So count of visits and versus page views again. New versus returning. We saw this on the main overview page, but this just goes into detail of how many new people came as opposed to returning loyal visitors. Okay. Good to check out demographics, location. This is going to matter when you get a lot more visitors. So there's a map here you can click on. We know that this is basically us, right? This is in Richmond Hill or Toronto, but it'll tell you. You can click on the province or country and tell you where your people are coming from when they watch your site. Okay, there's language and stuff like that. When you set up custom variables, I won't tell you that. That's going to confuse you right now. Traffic sources, another big one. Let's go to overview. So here it says there's 20% search traffic, 40% referral traffic, and 40% direct traffic. Search traffic is organic search traffic. They went into Google or Bing and they searched professional coach and they found you. Okay. Referral traffic is from Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff. Direct traffic is someone actually typed in your URL search bar, mljcoaching.com. Okay. Or they have a direct link, and like if I go to my browser here and this is my tab for MLJ. If I clicked on that, that's direct traffic. Okay. So you want to monitor what that is. You really want a nice balance between search traffic, which is considered organic traffic, and referral traffic. To have both is a good thing. Okay, sources, all traffic. We want to know where this traffic is coming from. So because I'm just doing today, because we just installed this, there's not a lot of traffic to use this with, but this will basically tell you where that traffic is coming from. Is it all coming from Twitter? Is it all coming from Facebook? Is it coming from YouTube? If we're doing a big push on YouTube and we're publishing a lot of great videos, or we think they're great, but we're not getting much traffic from those YouTube videos, we know they're not as great as we like to think they are. We need to try a different direction. So it goes down here, more specifics of search and referral and direct and all that stuff. But the overview page really gives you all that you need. Search engine optimization, queries. So I've set up the Webmaster Tool sharing, and it's registering or retrieving data or something like that. But this is where you would find out exactly how you're ranking for each keyword. And so they pull in the information from Webmaster Tools and they display it here. Okay. But what's really good about this is landing pages. Come on. Oh, it showed me this earlier. It's not now. But basically, this shows you which pages are most popular. When people search for different type of professional coaching content, which kind of page is the most popular? What are they landing on? And you want to feature those pages more if that happens. Okay. Content. Let's go to overview again. So this gives you a lot of the other information that you wanted from the visitor overview, but it just goes into the more detail. So we go, one sec here, I'm gonna blow my nose. Sorry, too much information. So content overview. So if you list over to the right here, bottom right, it tells us which pages had the most page views and the percentage of or overall page views. This is important because obviously it's telling you specifically which content is most popular and what percentage of those total page views there are. Okay. So now once you get into Google AdSense, it pulls conversion tab here, pulls in info from Google AdSense and advertising too, and tells you how those are converting on your site. Okay. Or if you were to actually have AdWords on your site, then that could tell you how you're converting to. Okay. Let me just check. Yes. Okay. So what I want to talk about here is social, and in new Google Analytics beta, which I have you on here, they have shown that Google Plus, I don't know if you're familiar with Plus or Plus One, but Google has created Google Plus, which is a competitor to Facebook. And if you're aware of the Facebook likes button, well, Google Plus has their Google Plus One, which is like Facebook likes. And because Google is our primary search engine, we want to use Google Plus on our site and Google Plus One on our site. This is where here in Google Analytics they start to measure how well Google Plus and Google Plus One are directing traffic to your site. Now, Google won't spell it out, but obviously they're going to favor your traffic if you're using Google Plus over other social media integration. Now you should use Facebook, Twitter, and Google Plus, but you really want to make sure you're using Google Plus. There's no secret that that's really going to help you in the long run as far as social engagement. Okay, so we don't have anything here right now, but if you were to use Google Plus and Facebook and Twitter, it's going to show you your engagement rate, action, and pages in more specific detail. Okay, that's where you'd want to do that. I think that is pretty much about it. You can go into custom reporting. This gets really complicated. When we start to, when we get this down and the site is up, we can do A/B testing, and Google Analytics can really do this, where you set up pages in different ways to see which format converts, and it can report on different displays on which ones convert. Does the video convert email accounts better, or does a long sales page convert people's emails better? Google Analytics can actually tell you that. But that goes into custom reporting. That's a lot more advanced, and I need to read up on it myself. But for right now, this should help you. Okay, going to bed. Have a good night. Bye.